Hey guys, what's up and welcome to today's video. So today we're going to be talking nutrition. More specifically, we're going to be talking metabolic meals. And around this concept of metabolic meals, we're going to be looking at whether it's an ideal approach to remove or replace, because there's always options for us. Now, the catch we tend to find with nutrition is there are too many options. Like, so many of us get overwhelmed with all of the different dietary options that are out there. It's like, this expert says go vegan, this one says go paleo, this other one says go carnivore, and so on. Like, there's so many different options. All of them, according to these so-called experts and gurus, are the best option to take, and they're the best approach to take, and you need to do it because it's working for them and it's all amazing. And the catch is, we know for a lot of us that that's not necessarily going to be the case. Like, the reason there are so many different options that seem to work for everybody is because ultimately we're all biochemically individuals. So we all require slightly different approaches to nutrition in order to get the most benefit. Now, the advantage we have is that we are also very similar. So we are biochemically individual, but as humans, we're all humans. So we all share similar traits also. So as long as those nutritional principles are based in sound, as long as those nutritional protocols are based in sound principles, they are likely to get us the result that we want. And if not the specific result, they're going to actually move us towards the result. And then we can kind of tweak things, hone them as we get closer to the specific outcome that we want. So when it comes to nutrition, there are a couple of approaches that we can take. So we can either look at removing the bad stuff or, of course, replacing it with the good stuff. And which approach to begin with that would be best for you will all depend on your personality. Now, some of us, we hate the idea of loss. And we hate the idea of sacrifice and losing things. So often going, okay, well, I need to remove all this junk food and all these treats that I'm eating, all the sweets, the cakes, the biscuits, the takeaways, and so on. If you are somebody that is very loss averse, like you don't like to lose or give up things, then that approach for you may not work. Like, it may get you results if you were to do it, but it might be something you constantly have to struggle and contend with, because there's this part of you that doesn't want to give up these things. And that part of you is often shows up stronger than the part of you that does want to get rid of them and achieve the result. So that removal process can often just increase our stress, our overwhelm, and the pressure that we're putting on ourselves to achieve the result. It can just make it seem too difficult. So often, if that's the case, if you're somebody that doesn't like to lose things, instead of focusing on removal, what you would instead focus on is replacement. So what we tend to do instead is go, okay, well, these are things I'm eating that maybe I shouldn't, but rather than focus on getting rid of those, I'm going to focus on the things I should be eating. So I'm going to increase my high quality protein. I'm going to increase the amount of fresh veg that I eat. I'm going to increase the amount of healthy fats that I eat. And then by introducing more of these foods that we know we should be eating, what we then do is leave less and less space for the things we shouldn't be eating. And then as our as our biology changes and the body starts to shift and adapt to these better or healthier nutritional protocols that we're taking part in, as our body shifts, we start to crave that stuff less and less. And then as our self-esteem and our courage and so on improves and our confidence improves, what we tend to find is we need to rely on this junk food less in order for us to feel good as well. So we kind of get a win-win. So we're getting more of the good stuff in. As a result, because we're eating more of that, we've literally left less physical space for the bad stuff. So we can still maybe eat some, but we're going to crave it much less because this other food obviously is better for us. It keeps us balanced better hormonally, and we tend to crave the bad stuff less and less. Then we start to get results because we're eating more of the good stuff. And then as a result of getting results, that helps to build momentum and a belief in ourselves that actually this is going to work. And actually, if I carry on doing this, I'm going to get better and better results and move closer and closer to the outcomes that I want. Whether that's improvements in health, maybe you have certain metabolic disorders that you're trying to improve, things like high cholesterol, diabetes, high blood pressure, and so on. Or maybe you just want to feel better and look better. Maybe you're looking to burn fat. Perhaps you've got a belly that you're trying to get rid of and so on. Now, as a result of eating more of the good stuff, as I say, we leave less space for the bad stuff, so you're more likely to start moving towards that result. Now, some of us, we like a challenge, so we don't necessarily need to worry about adding in the good stuff. We just know that, you know what, I need to cut this junk out. It's not good for me. It's not serving me. and I'm happy to cut that out because it served me up to this point, but it no longer will. So I'll get rid of that. And some of us like to challenge ourselves in that way, like how long can I actually do this for? And for most of us, if we do it for long enough, now long enough can be different for each of us, but generally speaking, if you give yourself 14 to 21 days, for some it's even as little as 7, but if you go, okay, well, I'm going to give myself a good 2 to 3 weeks where I'm not going to eat the junk food, quite often what will happen is the shifts in biology that we get where our cravings and things go away because we've taken away those sugar spikes and so on, then quite often within that 14 to 21 day period, we no longer crave this stuff anyway. And then, of course, because we still need to be eating, majority of our food choices are going to be of a better quality. They're going to serve us better and help us move towards our fat loss and health-based goals. So whether you should or shouldn't remove or replace will come down to you as an individual. But in my experience, focusing on replacement tends to work better for people rather than focusing on removal because we're very loss averse. Now, if you'd like a simple system or protocol that you can use, you're welcome to download my metabolic meal method. I've posted a link in the description below. You can just click that link, register there, just put your name, email address, and that will get sent straight over to your email inbox. And that will give you options on both sides of the coin. So there are options for the removal and options for the replacement. Now, there are 3 steps in each. It's what we call my 3x3 metabolic meal method. So essentially, it's 3 things we need to do less of and 3 things we need to do more of in order to improve our health and improve our body's ability to burn fat and lose weight. And by the time you start implementing those different steps, you'll find that actually nutrition is pretty simple as long as we stick to the foundational basics and don't try to overcomplicate it with diets, like as in calorie restrictive diets, fads, gimmicks, superfoods, and all the rest of it. 9 times out of 10, we don't need any of that. We just need simple, solid principles that we focus on and follow on a consistent daily basis, and the results will come as a natural byproduct of that. No specific effort. We just do the thing, and then the results will come, as long as we obviously do it properly. So if you'd like that, just click the link in the description, and you can take that away for free. And if not, if you have any particular questions that you want me to answer, either around nutrition, exercise, mindset for health and weight loss, any of those types of things, let me know in the comments below, and I will get a video sorted for you guys as soon as I can. Take it easy, people. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to chatting with you in my next video. Be cool.